Hello, hi. My name's Mikyu. I'm gonna be your registered dietitian today.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Brock.
Oh, nice to meet you. The weekend's coming up. So, what are your plans for the weekend?
I'm taking my youngest daughter. We're gonna go see one of the new movies that's coming out. She's really excited about it. I don't even really know which one it is. She's been telling me all week that there's one coming out. So,
Oh wow,
big plan. Yeah.
That must be nice having a big plan for the movie.
Yeah. We got. I'd rather be at home watching some college football, but she's been pretty excited about it. So that's what we'll be doing Saturday.
Well, it's nice to get a little, I guess, daughter time.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
So yeah, before we begin, so what brings you in here today?
Well, I guess it's been 10 years now. I've just been slowly gaining weight. It's to the point where my wife thinks it's going to be a health concern here soon. So she wanted me to really take a big step towards becoming healthier, and I think eating right is going to be a big thing. So she wanted me to see a dietitian, kind of figure out some eating habits I can do. I've started exercising a little bit, so hopefully just kind of turn things around and get in the right direction.
Okay. So before you came in here, did you go see a doctor at all about any of that?
I'll do like checkups to make sure I don't have any kind of diabetes or anything like that. Any kind of heart issues. Nothing. I go just see the doctor for those normal checkups, and no issues yet.
Okay, so you've had a checkup recently?
Yeah, and they say no health, real extreme health issues. But the doctor did say if I didn't, get something going in the right direction, that I would probably run into something sooner than later.
Okay, well, it's nice to hear at least you don't have any health issues yet.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do at first is I'm going to do what's called 24-hour recall. Basically, kind of listen out all the diet things you ate the day before, kind of, and then it'll kind of show me what you ate, and kind of we can kind of go from there and see what kind of issues, what you might be eating, and then see kind of what we can work with and what you might want to change and things of that nature. So if you don't mind, I might take some notes.
Sure. Yeah.
So we can go ahead, begin with the time you woke up and started eating.
Just yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday I had a bagel with cream cheese on it. I had an orange juice, a yogurt, and then I had some coffee as well as soon as I got to work.
And what time did you have all that food?
I ate at probably 5:45-ish.
5:45 a.m.
Yeah, and then when I got to work at, I guess it was 6:30, I had coffee.
And how big was the orange juice?
It was a glass. Just a normal glass. I'm not really sure the ounce amount.
And yogurt, how big would you say?
It was like the little containers.
Oh, little tiny personal size.
Yeah, the personal size containers.
And how big was the coffee?
Just one of those little, to-go cup kind of things.
Small.
Yeah, probably
Small size.
small.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna put it in the size, it's small.
Okay, and when did you have any snacks later? Afterwards, sometime after, or?
See, I think I had a bag of Chex Mix, just like a little personal bag, between breakfast and lunch.
And what time would you say that was?
That was probably closer to 10, 9:30 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 a.m. And then what? And when did you have your next?
Next meal would have been lunch. I usually go out to lunch with some of the guys at work. We went to, I think it was McAllister's across the street.
Okay. And what did you have at McAllister's?
Yeah, I got it was a wrap. It's like a turkey bacon wrap.
Turkey bacon wrap. Okay.
Yeah, and then I had some mac and cheese on the side, and a large tea.
And how big would you say your sandwich was?
It was like probably that, around that size.
Maybe like 6 inch, you would say?
Yeah, probably. It was cut in half, so yeah, probably together probably 6
And what
inches.
time was your lunch?
Noon.
Noon, okay. And then when did you eat next after that?
I didn't eat anything till dinner. I had another coffee though about 2.
Okay, another cup of coffee at 2.
So for dinner, we had lasagna. My wife made lasagna. side of steamed broccoli, some cheese on it. I just had water to drink with that, and then we went out and got some ice cream cones after dinner.
Ice cream cones, okay. And what time would you say roughly that was?
I think we ate dinner like 7-ish. Got the ice cream after, so it was probably 8.
So 8 p.m. Okay. And did you eat anything after that, or was it?
After the ice cream was it. Yeah,
Ice
that was
cream was
like
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, lasagna. Okay, ice cream cones. Nothing after that, and then okay. Cool. All right. So I see your 24-hour recall, basically showing what you just told me what you ate, but. So from looking at it here, did you? I mean, since you know that you're on getting to your B side, so I mean, looking at your recall here and now, is there anything you would like to change, or anything you think you should change from looking at?
Just from like just overall eating perspective.
Yes. At this point, before we begin.
I probably could have done without the ice cream cone last night. I'd say that's a little, always something I could go without for sure. I feel like the wrap I had, McAllister's is probably one of the healthy-ish place. The lasagna was, I don't know, I didn't think a bad option. Cream cheese on my bagel. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. Is the coffee? I don't look at this and see anything that just like, jumps off the page at me for just saying, that's not good for you. Maybe the mac and cheese, there's probably a healthier side on there, but I don't know, really.
Okay. Well, I just wanted your input to see kind of where we stand at this point. So now I brought in some couple handouts here that I think would be good to talk about. So basically, I mean, since you said you're on the B side, so basically one of the things that's very important to talk about is it's about fat facts. It's what it says here about fats. So basically, there are different types of fats. So do you know what I mean? The different types of fats, or?
Oh no, I have no idea that there were different kinds.
Well, it's good. I'm gonna mention some of them here. So basically, one of them is monosaturated fat, and there's polysaturated fat, and then there's also saturated fat, and there's trans fats. So what that basically translates to is monosaturated fat is what's good. It's a good fat that's good for you, and
fat.
Yes, and polysaturated fat is it's not as bad, and same goes for saturated fat as well. But the trans fat is what you want to avoid, basically. And here are some of the examples of list. Like for instance, if you look here, like for the monosaturated fat, like you want to eat more avocados. I mean, that has fat, and the avocado has fat in there as well, and that's a very very good fat for your body. And then as for trans fat is especially like avoid fried food and stuff that has a lot of calories, like pastries and sugary stuff and things of that nature are kind of the stuff that you want to avoid, definitely, and that's what's gonna make you gain weight. So you want to kind of avoid that, and kind of you want to stick more to the things that are good, so-called good fats, which are monosaturated fats.
Okay, so is the ice cream you think have trans fat?
I mean, ice cream, I would say it's more on the trans fat side, but I mean you can have some. I mean the trans fat, I mean you can have some, but you definitely don't want. It's not something you should be having daily, or it's not something that should be a big part of your diet. So once in a while, I mean having it, it's okay, but the problem is a lot of people tend to eat a lot of those often enough, and that's where the weight gain comes from. So you don't have to cut everything out, but you want to kind of avoid having it all the time. Is the big thing. And here's also another thing I brought. It's a portion distortion. So basically, if you look at the picture here, this is a picture of obviously cheeseburger, and it says half pound of cheeseburger and French fries and 1/4 cup of ketchup and tomato slice and lettuce, and that's about 1345 calories, and this is what's most normal people are serving. Normal people are served, but then for one serving, it's obviously everything's cut in half. So this is what's considered one serving, and calories. It's obviously we're cut down to 685 calories, and it's 33 grams of fat as opposed to 53 grams of fat. So it cuts down a lot. So it's kind of like this is kind of showing the distortion of what people people are tend to be eating, but this might be the amount of portion that you should be eating.
So that's the real one serving, and that's what we're
and
that's
and
what
that's
it's like
what people
normal, yeah.
that's what people are getting served. So this is what people should be eating, but people tend to be eating on this side. So
Okay.
So that's kind of showing you there. I thought it was good, and also here's one more I thought it would be good to talk about. It basically shows how to stay healthy and eating smart. So if you look here, you want to eat what's called Go Foods, which are fruit and vegetables and like low fat cheese, brown rice, fish. Those sorts of things are very, very good to eat. And also you want to eat fewer, slower foods. So basically like vegetable with added fat, 2% plain milk, and like pretzels and nacho cheeses and lean and low fat hamburgers and such. You want to eat fewer of these foods.
What's
and
the slow foods mean? Is that just the digestion of them is slow, I guess?
Yeah, if you look here, like the chips and stuff. So basically, not a lot of these, especially like for instance, pretzels and stuff, and vegetables added fat. So basically, some of the stuff with us, it's gonna have a lot of fats and possibly even trans fat and stuff. So you wanna avoid those. And then lastly, it says eat even fewer whole foods. So basically like soda. So basically sugary stuff and energy drinks and such. And which also is gonna have a lot of sugars as well. And the whole milk, which is gonna have a good bit of fat, and candy and chips and fried foods, stuff that basically we talked about earlier, like that contain a lot of trans fat and stuff. So you wanna eat fewer of those and avoid it if you can, and not eat as much as we talked earlier. So that'll definitely help with. And of course also obviously not just eating healthy, but also obviously you want to get into physical activity as well. That's gonna help a lot with it. So have you been exercising or?
I've been trying to walk some more around the neighborhood. Now we got a dog, so I walk him around a couple of times. I don't know, I get winded easy, so I just try to walk until I feel like I can't really walk much more. But I'm getting farther and farther every day, so I'd say progress is being made.
Yeah, I would say that that's a good start. So you don't want to obviously jump in there and start with heavy physical activity, but walking is definitely a good start. So as you progress, you're gonna be obviously feeling a lot better, and then you're gonna be able to walk more. Or if you do any other physical activity, you're gonna feel a lot better, and it's gonna feel easy to do any of those physical activities. So it's gonna help. That's gonna help in losing your weight as well. Being obese, and on top of staying healthy, on top of eating healthy, that's gonna help as well. Because exercise is one thing, but they say usually 80% is the diet and 20% is about exercising and physical activity. So diet has it's a big part of staying healthy and keep your weight in check. Because if you can exercise a lot, but if you don't eat healthy and if it doesn't balance itself, then you're gonna be definitely gaining weight. So definitely it's the diet is a big part.
So as far as what I told you on my little list of what I ate yesterday, what are some stuff you think would have the trans fat, or maybe just some stuff that you think I should cut out of there?
Well, drinking coffee is fine. As long as you're not drinking too much of it. It's studies have shown that drinking coffee is fine for the health. So coffee is fine. I would say that probably ice cream cones at 8 p.m. That seems a little late for ice cream. So it's fine. It's fine to have ice cream, but obviously you don't want to be eating like lots of it all the time. That definitely. Ice cream is dairy, so it's gonna have some fat. So that's gonna lead into gaining weight. And side of steamed broccoli, and that's fine. You have some cheese in there. It's not as bad. So it's steamed broccoli. It's vegetables, so that's fine. That goes into fruit and vegetables. So I think it's totally fine. And also McAllister's turkey bacon wrap. That's reasonably. That's pretty healthy, I would say. So it's turkey bacon. So it's not the worst sandwich. So
wheat wrap too. Would that be better? I usually just get the normal white, or like they've got this like avocado wrap that's green too. I don't know if that would be a better option or not. I've never tried it before.
I mean, I think avocados are fine. That's considered the monounsaturated fats. I mean, avocados are definitely good options for you to even give it a try if you haven't had it before. I mean, I've never heard of it, so I mean, I would say that that's a good option as well.
Okay.
And but I mean, looking at overall, I mean, your diet's, I mean, not extremely bad. You didn't, I mean, at least on this day, you didn't really have like things that are of fried food or that sort of thing. So I mean, it's not bad. But I mean, looking at it here, is this 24-hour week, is this like your typical day of your eating, or?
I guess, kind of. I'll eat out for lunch most times. I usually wake up and have a bagel and cream cheese, or maybe like
Okay.
a banana or something quick for breakfast. So I mean, and then dinner we have a bunch of different things. But I
So
just,
pretty much usually breakfast and dinner you eat at home, and lunch you
Yeah.
kinda eat out. Okay.
yeah.
And I would say also another maybe good thing is also packing lunch can definitely help as well if you want to pack like some healthier lunch and some healthier snack options, stuff, and like fruits and like snack options like fruit and vegetables would be definitely good for like snacking as well, and packing healthy lunch is definitely can help as well, 'cause sometimes you eat out and you may not eat the right things. So
Yeah.
so before we we're getting close to the ending here, but before we end, I mean, is there a goal that you will, I mean, is there some goal plans that you would like to get into like before next session?
Sure.
I mean,
guess
if you want to write down a couple of things of goals that what you want to work on.
Okay. I guess one would definitely be to keep up the exercise, walking around the neighborhood a few more times than normal.
Yes, that's definitely a good idea. To get some nice workout in, and more walking is definitely can help as well in losing weight. So.
So I'll cut out the late night ice cream cones. I think that's a pretty reasonable goal.
Yeah, definitely cutting out late night snacking or not eating late can definitely help in not gaining weight as well, because eating late at night tends to lead to definitely gaining weight. So.
And then what was one more thing that we had? You said the coffee was fine, right?
Yes, coffee is fine as long as you're not drinking too much consumption of it. It's fine for the diet.
Okay, and
You
I guess
shouldn't
I
have
could
any
try to
issues.
fit in some fruit or pack my lunch. That's what we talked about. I can pack my lunch sometimes for.
Yes, packing lunch is good. Definitely add in more fruit and vegetables, because that's one thing I've noticed in your diet, that you didn't eat too much of fruit and vegetables. So that'll definitely be a good idea to maybe pack some fruit and vegetables when you pack lunch as well.
Okay, you can do that. And then if I did pack with something like I don't know, pimento cheese sandwich or something like that, would that be something that would be okay to eat for, I don't know, a daily thing, or like just a turkey sandwich on white bread, something like that?
Turkey sandwich, white bread. Yes, that's definitely good, and also like lean meats and stuff too. That can help as well. And also if you're like were to pack and you're like or even at home if you're eating like steak and such, you wanna maybe go for a leaner option meat, and also maybe cut out the fats that are on the meats as well. That's definitely a good idea to look into. If when you're eating meat, you want to cut out the fats, so you're not consuming too much fat, which will lead to obviously gaining weight. So.
Okay, and I see fish up there in the green. I don't really eat a whole lot of fish, but that's something if I were to incorporate that.
Yeah, that's something that's definitely a good idea to incorporate into adding some fish in your diet. Can definitely also help as well, because that's also in consider the go foods as well. So fish can definitely help. So. And you want to go for obviously more baked or grilled, not fried fish. So you want to stay away from the fried food, as we talked about earlier. That's considered the trans fat. So you want to avoid fried food stuff. So fish is fine as long as you're not eating fried fish.
Okay.
So.
It's grilled. So if I had chicken, you definitely think grilled chicken.
Yeah, grilled chicken is fine, but definitely stay away. Kind of avoid fried chicken. So.
Okay. I don't know. On the weekends sometimes, like I'll drink. I see that the soda's down here in the red.
I mean, once in a while, drinking soda is fine, as long as you're not drinking too much of it. Like I said, everything, like I said, it says even you eat fewer of it, which means you don't have to avoid it, but you want to consume less of it. So you don't want to, you don't have to cut out everything, but you want to try to avoid as much as you can and not consume too much of it. So it's what's gonna help. With keeping up a healthy diet.
Okay. So at the movies this weekend, let's say I was gonna get a large Coke and a popcorn. I think if I just did like a small Coke and a popcorn, that'd be okay.
I mean, that'll be a better option, I would say. So I mean, it's a smaller size. It would definitely be a better choice and option. I mean, I wouldn't say popcorn and soda is definitely good, but I would say that that's a better alternative than per se getting a large popcorn and a large soda. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So before we end our session, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, besides the eating and the exercise, is there really anything else I should be looking out for?
I mean, that is basically the biggest area in when you want to lose weight, when you're getting into obesity and you want to lose weight. Definitely eating healthy and getting a good amount of exercise. That's definitely going to help in losing weight. So.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that up then.
Yep, and I hope come back next session, and then hopefully you have fulfilled some of the goals that we've talked about here.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I appreciate it.
All right.